So what's going on, guys? How we doing out there? How we doing out there? Oops. Sorry, I got some tech support issues here with the, yeah, we got, okay. Do microphone. Sorry, guys. The, my Discord, for some reason, doesn't seem to want to like the microphone. Let's try this again. Yep, now it's fine. There we go. What's going, no, it's still hating it. It's not detecting any input from your mic. Let's fix that. Let's check. Yeah, it looks fine. So then why are you complaining? Oh, technology, ain't it great? Alright. We can't hear you. Okay, but it's still... Alright, I give up. Alright, I'm killing the Twitch audio. For whatever reason, that does not seem to want to work today. Yeah, okay. Well, how's that for a stunning start? Thank you, Discord. Okay, how we doing? So it is Wednesday. 2 days left. Question mark up there. Talk about that later. But let me just say it's there's, you know, pain and suffering going on right now, and it rhymes with apple. Anyways, topic I'll cover later on. What's going on, guys? How we doing? So, as the subject line says, I'm going to just play with some more gameplay mechanics. I started playing with some level stuff and realized that I really need to hammer down some of the mechanics of the characters and stuff like that before I start doing more conceptual designs for the layer stuff. And you can see here, one of the things I started toying with too was, if you come back to the previous level here, right, and we come back to traditional, where's my 16 by 9? There it goes. Yeah, so this is what I was playing with, and when I started doing some more specific development, especially with the lava, right, once I introduced the lava in there, oops, donde está lava, temp lava, there it goes. So I like this because we're nice and close, right? He's big on the screen. But one of the caveats is once that lava starts moving, especially once you start going up, it's hard to tell precisely where it is, right? So like here, it's out of frame, so I come down here and I go, oh crap, right? I discovered the hard way that it's right there in my face, which is not a good thing. So let him shoot at me again. Oh crap. Boom. And then take those guys out. So yeah, so it's just, once again, the lava is like suddenly, oh, it's right there, right? There's no real fair warning. So I started toying with the idea, and I hate to do this because this is definitely a mobile kind of approach. But if I go, yeah, I'll leave that on. If I go more of the vertical concept, right? Like so, then you can see I'm, you know, tons of real estate there. Now, obviously, the number one thing that jumps out is the fact that you're insanely small in comparison again, right? So my choices are to accept it and just kind of go, it's not that bad, I guess, or to push in. And once again, if I push in, then I'm, you know, constricting the amount of level design space that I have. So that's what I'm going to play with now, is just to decide if I want to just reduce the amount of horizontal space and allow me to have that nice vertical, but then push in tighter, or if I'm just going to let them stay smaller, which this isn't too bad. Let me turn on lava in this one. So the nice thing here is, at least with the lava, I can tell better where it's at, right? So that's the plus side here. Like that. And I don't know if you caught the glitch there, but that's something I have to address. Right now, I'm manually controlling the jump of the character, and it went right through the wall there, which is obviously a no-no. Bounce, bounce. There, and then I could progress upwards. So, and it's nice because now I can actually see where the lava is, right? Whereas with the horizontal, it was much more of a mystery, right? So I like that. And then since I'm just playing with all this concept, what I'll do is I'll version this up, just whatever, the naming is all hosed right now, but I'm not gonna worry about that. So what I excuse me, what I wanted to figure out is how much we can shrink that horizontal space before it just kind of limits everything. And it may not be a terrible thing, you know. I mean, especially if there's going to be some like up and down movement, right? And that gives more, you know, like more vertical extension of the puzzles, right? Do I go for something or worry about getting caught by the lava? So this may not be a terrible trade-off. The obvious trade-off is that, you know, this is vertical and that, you know, sort of wreaks havoc on the desktop version, right, for PC and Mac. But as we all know, Downwell handled it very nicely, right? They had a nice concept of just having art on the side. So not a deal breaker, but it's definitely an additional challenge. But something to worry about at a later date. Right now, it's much more important that I figured this out. Yeah. All right. So first thing I'll play with here is, so I have another version of this vertical layout, so I'm going to play with this and try and see if I can push it even tighter. So first let me go ahead and drag some of these guys inward like so. Yeah, it's definitely going to compress stuff big time. Alright, like so. Come back into my layer controls here. Yeah, it's starting to feel like the old Star Wars trash compactor now. Everything's kind of compressing inward. So like that. That should be enough to give me this ability. Like so. Like so. Right. Alright. So that's good. So now let's go ahead and... Oh, I'll just be anal about this. There. Just visual aesthetics. Doesn't matter right now, but just amusing myself here. Alright, that's good. So let's see what we get when we push the camera in a bit tighter. Going to about there before you start hitting the edges. So it says 29.25. Something like that. Alright, so what does that leave us with? The nice thing, obviously, is that we're never going to get the finger controls to interfere, right, with the gameplay, since that's all going to be happening mid-screen, which is good. Let's see. And that's a 16:9 screen. I mean, it looks insanely, I mean, like, you know, extreme rectangle kind of view, but, I mean, I think it's just the optical illusion because, yeah, just because it got that kind of happening. Alright. So for gameplay mechanics, let's see how that affects things. Oops. Good start. Good start. Alright. So yeah, it's definitely, come on, much tighter. Ooh. Yeah, so I can't even make the jump anymore, can I? Yeah, so that counts. He's gonna jump right at me. Alright. So, yeah, I either gotta go back wider or accept the fact that my level designs are gonna have to be radically different and much more narrow. Could be okay. Let's try that. Let's come back out. Alright, I think what I might do now is, since we're so vertical now, I may change up my layout here. Like so. If I move you over here. Yeah. That's what I was shooting for. Something like that. Okay. Yep, since we're focusing on vertical, we'll try it this way. Alright. So, uh-oh, where did it go? Oh, did I break my tile map again? Yeah, see, look at that. It just went away on me. I'm telling you, man, this stuff is not ready for prime time at all. right. Why did it just absolutely just disappear on me? And now I can't paint with it. I could do my alternate, which is not what I want. I want my original, which... How did I delete that? How did that just magically disappear? I'm telling you, man, the 2D tile stuff for Unity is definitely still got some major issues, for sure. Okay. Let's see. I guess I could just try and replace it. Ground rules. Yeah, that fixed it. Alright, I don't know why it disappeared, but at least that was an easy fix. Alright. So, and I also want to introduce, I'm going to put in some spike stuff and that kind of things. Just things you avoid, things that'll pop up when triggered, but things that are just always there and threatening. Let's see. Make this over 1, bring it over, bring that over. Like so. I'm still not going to squeeze in there, am I? Oh, excuse me. Alright. Now I'm going to move him. Oops. Get a tile over there. Alright. Let's see how this works. Walking talking! How's it going, buddy? Welcome, welcome. What's new, buddy? Just doing some more testing. Unfortunately, I've not gotten a ton of time on the prototype over the last day and a half. Mainly because, well, part of it was I'm working on the ad stuff for Volley Village, and part of it is because Apple is just giving me some nightmarish pain. So, I mean, if you look above, I added question marks. Yeah, I did. I added question marks because, so Apple suddenly, okay, the app's been approved, right? It's just waiting for release, right? It's sitting there waiting for release, and then Apple unapproved it. They came back and kind of said, no, we have issues with it now. It's like, wait, you were fine with it before. And it was really obtuse. It was something to do with like one of the videos I posted for that go in the store, and they complained about it, so that's fine. So I cleaned up the video. Actually, I removed a couple of them, and just one of the iPad versions I cleaned up and made it so it's like running full screen, and resubmitted. And now I'm back into the waiting for review process, which could be a day, which could be a week. They do this, and here's what's kind of pissing me off about Apple, right? One of many things, but right now what's really pissing me off is the fact that those videos have been there for weeks, right? The videos have been sitting there for weeks, and they wait until 3 days before my release, and then they, unapprove an approved app. That really pisses me off. So now I'm at the mercy of Apple, right? At least for the iOS side, So that's why I have a question mark up there, because I have no idea if it's going to get approved in time. Because, it's kind of like running this race. You cross the finish line. It's like, oh, wow, that was fantastic. I'm so exhausted. And the person walks up to you and kind of goes, oh, no. Yeah, we're going to take the trophy away. We changed our mind. No, it's over there. You haven't won anything. Keep going. So, oh, speaking of, wow. Okay, ask and ye shall receive, right? Okay, as of 10 minutes ago, the app is in review. So, there you go. Hey, all right. Apple heard me talking, so so hopefully that's a good sign. Okay, that is a very good sign. So, hopefully now that I literally did nothing to the game, right? I did nothing. It's the exact same build out that was approved before. All I did was I had 2 videos that were like sort of instructional, and apparently they had an issue with that. And then the iPad version I had stuck on like an iPad that was Dutched, and I guess they just decided that was blow the stone. What up, buddy? How's it going? I'm just ranting about Apple at the moment, but 3 days before the game goes live, right? Apple unapproved my app. And then, I mean, it's not even worse thing is like they didn't unapprove the app. The app is fine. It was the video that I had attached for promotion that they had this nebulous kind of does not represent gameplay, right? So I'm not even sure what is exactly their issue. So I went in and I purged. I had like 2 instructional videos. I got rid of those. The iPad version I had just like going on an iPad, and then I killed that. I did a new version last night and uploaded that, and thankfully, as I was just saying about 10 minutes ago, it went in for review. So hopefully it's going to get approved. So, you know, up there you see I have releases in 2 days with a question mark now, because Apple is definitely putting me on the edge of my seat. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm also playing with something, and I don't see, honestly, okay, I'm checking the stream right now. I don't see a difference here. I guess you gotta wait and see. Yeah. So, Blow the Stone, I don't know about you guys. Actually, I don't know, have you been streaming lately? I haven't seen any notices from you guys if you're doing any streams or if you're just hunkering down, which is probably the smart move, by the way. But, Twitch decided that it was time for me to go into the low latency streaming version, right? So this is the supposedly low latency, but I'm checking my own stream, and it still seems like there's like a 10-second difference, right? So, for example, here we go. I'm going to do a test here. 1,000. Well, okay, then. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 6,000. There it goes. Okay, so no, it's about 5. All right, let me try that one more time here. Let's go. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1. Yeah, about 5. So 2 seconds faster. I don't know. No hunkering down right now. I think once we get to the more visual stuff, where people can actually see a game, we might do it. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people have said like it's been as much as like 10, 15 second delay. So I guess, you know, 5 or 6 seconds is, you know, exponentially better. But yeah, that's not a bad idea, Blowstone. I've sort of been conflicted about that myself. Depends where you live, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just started doing the low latency version stream, so we'll see if there's a benefit for everyone. I know the catch is that I think it ends up because there's little cache, right? If you don't have a solid stream perpetual, then it could like catch. But at least on my end, it says my stream is excellent. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Didn't notice any huge difference. Our stream is low latency too. Oh, okay, cool. Most excellent. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I was just talking about this earlier. So I was playing with. Let me hit save here. Go back to my scenes, and yeah. So, of course, I've been playing for a while with the standard 16:9, doing this kind of thing. But the more I started playing with the test levels, I realized that, you know, there's not much up and down information, right? So I bit the bullet, and I know this is pushing me even further into the Downwell style kind of thing, but I understand better why he chose that format. Makes sense. So I started playing with the idea of doing it more like this, right, in a vertical sense. And the nice plus to that, of course, is the fact that you get a ton more exposure up and down, which is very cool. The downside is that now, you know, it's physically smaller, right? Or I have to compress the screen tighter, which is what I was just trying to play with now to figure out where that balance is. So, still squeeze in there. Still get these guys. Oh, crap. Alright, I'm gonna move him. Excuse me. Alright, I need to adjust, I think, the way this shot works. Maybe, let's see. I think I got test. Yeah, going back to what you're talking about, holding off on your streaming until the art's in place. I'm hoping that just because I'm doing like the play mechanics here, that it's kind of interesting to see the evolution of, you know, how the game's going to play. For example, now I have a couple different enemy characters. This one right here, he's just a back and forth lurker, and then he jumps when he's in the range. This guy shoots at you when he sees you, and this one is more like, okay, once again, I'm thinking like this is a lava planet, so this is sort of like a little piece of lava flow that just keeps shooting out chunks of lava, right? Irregardless of where you are, it just keeps spitting them out like that, right? So hopefully that's still kind of interesting. But okay, and then I was gonna change. Oh, but that's gonna change. Okay, yeah, I want to see if I can do test projectile mine. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can play with the numbers on this. Test projectile low, and then maybe do one high, like so. All right, so can try and boost some of these numbers. All right, oops, let me get the right thing up there. Okay, so bounce height, we're gonna put that up to like 7. Top speed 8. Excuse me. And then bounce time, we'll increase that just a little bit. All right. Yep. Be right back. All right, man. Do your thing. I'll be here. Cool. All right. So then let me switch this bad boy out. All right. How do I get out of it now that I got this thing so small? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Okay, so let's change this out for the weapon. Now it's going to be... Where is it? Okay, way too much crap in here now. For those that are just like cruising by for the first time, I'm using the Corgi 2D plugin to sort of expedite the level process for the characters. Doing some tweaks on my own here, but for the most part, it's mostly just Corgi stuff, which, now that I understand it better, it's actually pretty cool. Still a few things about it that I still scratch my head on, but by and large, it's a very nice plugin. Alright, handle weapon. Alright, there it is. Test weapon. Alright. Call it test weapon low. And test weapon high. Alright. Then put the high projectile in there, and we're all good. As soon as I connect it to this guy. I keep trying to select the wrong place. Okay. So that's low, so let's switch him to high. There. Alright, so now this one's going to be doing like that same lower, smaller balance, and then this guy, when he fires, he's going to be firing one higher. Like so, yeah. Boom, boom. Okay, cool. And then, of course, when they get squished, oh, and then there's the lava doing me damage. When they get squished, they're going to be pretty much taken out at that point. Yeah, he's still active. So let me add a squished mode for him. Stomped. Sorry, he calls it stomped, doesn't it? All right. So, yep, we are in that right guy. All right. Stomped, and then what I do is I'm going to just take away this transition. So he goes into stomp mode and just stays there. All placeholder. I mean, I'm more concerned about the game state. As long as the character game state stays in the right place, then we're all good. Ah, crap. All right, took damage there. I don't care. I mean, I'm invulnerable, but I'm playing it like I got health going right now, so. All right, so that's pretty cool. So if I bring him closer like this, one. Tiny, what up? Hey, welcome back. How we doing? As you see, I'm starting to play with more of a vertical structure, just because with the way I was doing it before, idiot, with the horizontal, it was so much harder to see everything above and below. So I'm biting the bullet and kind of switching to this concept where I'm just testing right now. But that's it. Doing okay. I was ranting just a few minutes ago. You can see it up there. I have a question mark now. This kind of did change a little bit, so I'm a little more confident now. Apple unapproved my app on me 3 days before launch. Not the app itself, but they were complaining about the video in a kind of nebulous fashion. So last night I had frantically update the videos that are attached to it, and I resubmitted it. And then what got me really scared was last night. I didn't mention this the previous time, but so I submitted it, right? And it says, okay, waiting for review, right? And then I went to bed, right? And I wake up this morning and I got an email, right, at 3 a.m. It's like, oh, sweet. Okay, it's going under review. That's great. And it says, I look at the 3 a.m. email and it says, waiting for review. Wait, why would you send me a new email? Because you didn't change the status, right? It's like, you jerks. I'm looking at it kind of going, all right, under review. No, waiting for review. Okay, fine. And like 3 hours later, since another one, right? Same thing, waiting for review. And now I'm getting nervous. It's like, okay, that's 3 times, right? When I first submitted it, it said waiting for review. Now you sent me 2 emails, over the last 5 or 6 hours that said it's waiting for review. But so I started ranting as soon as it came on here, but then 10 minutes after I started the stream, I got an email saying now it's in review. So hopefully, because I literally didn't change the game. I didn't touch the game at all. This exact same build that was approved before. Does this mean your game cannot play on iPhones if Apple rejects it? Yeah, that's exactly what it means. That means that, but that's, as I'm saying, they didn't reject the game. The game is still fine, right? They were rejecting the entire game because they didn't like the video that I put on the App Store to promote it, right? And then, as I was ranting about before, was the fact that, okay, I understand that if I submit it, right, and you come back and review it and they kind of go, oh, no, this video doesn't work, right? But 2 things. Number one, they waited until 3 days before the game is supposed to go live to unapprove an approved app. That's number one. And number 2, those videos have been there for weeks, right? So they had weeks to sit there and tell me that they didn't like the videos, but to approve an app and then unapprove it because you don't like the video and making it so the only thing I can do is to resubmit the entire app. I can't just make it change the video, right? And just say, fine, done. It wanted me to resubmit the entire app because it rejected the entire app, which that drives me nuts, right? That's the, that's the proverbial, right? One fry is discolored, so you're rejecting the entire restaurant. It's like, wait, what? So, but anyways, I think I'm in okay shape, right? I mean, I'll leave the question mark up there until I get any kind of verification. And, I'm hoping that it comes fast, I mean, if they reject the app now, then I'm going to lose it because it's like the app literally did not change from the last time you approved it, right? I didn't touch the app. This is only a video, right? A promotional video change. So, in theory, it should be a no-brainer. They should look at it and kind of go, okay, he has just one little promotional video now, and he has one little promotional video for the iPhone, one for the iPad, and he has the screenshots, right? So he did everything we asked. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Apple comes back and kind of goes, yeah, you did what we kind of asked. And that's the worst thing is they're not even explicit about it, right? The actual message was so nebulous, right? Did not fully represent gameplay or something like that. And it's kind of like, wait, what? Was I showing someone else's game in there? So, anyways, I'll try and stop the rant there, but I think we're okay now. Fingers crossed. If not, the game will be out for Android. and screw you, Apple. But hopefully not. Hopefully we don't have to go that route. All right. So, let's see. Yeah, screw them. I wish I could, but they still got a significant amount of the market, at least for a few more days. Yeah. Although, I mean, you saw the stories, right? Apple's now shifting gears. They're trying to reinvent themselves, right? They're starting to realize that the iPhone is not the wonderkin that it's been for them, right? So now they're having to pursue new avenues. So they got the Apple credit card. That's interesting. It's kind of like, let's go off in different directions, you know. And of course the Apple gaming network streaming, or not streaming, but you know Netflix style gaming thing. Sorry, I had a customer and I didn't hear most of your explanation. Oh, that's okay. No, that's right. No, I would just the explanation was the fact that the app was fine, right? It was just they had an issue with one of the videos for one reason, for whatever nebulous reason. You know, the information does not properly represent gameplay, right? You know, because I was showing footage of like Clash of Clans or something. No, I was showing my own game. I'm not, you know. So I just went totally simple. I just grabbed some gameplay footage, put that on a video, and slapped it up. So in theory, they should have nothing to complain about now. So I'll keep an eye on my emails, right? And then as of about 20 minutes ago, it went actual under in review. So hopefully that will turn out okay. Oof. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see if he fires again. Oh, he's waiting on me, isn't he? Yep. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. And then right now it's hard to tell when it's about to happen. There's nothing telegraphing it. Obviously the animation will telegraph it much better. Once you see the character, you know, you see it go into the pose before it does the throw, the anticipation. So you know it's like he's about to throw. Right now it just sort of happens. But that'll be covered with animation later on. So right now it's just a matter of trying to figure out what the best approach for all this crap is. We're a little close to the edge, I think. I hate to do this, but I'm going to try and pull back a little bit more. 33. Yeah. Alright. Make it like so. Yep. Okay. That should be okay to work with here. Yep. Alright. So I got this guy who just shoots crap at you perpetually, right? And I have him set up that he'll either go shoot it right or left. I guess I could do one where it goes both directions. Nah, I think I'm going to just leave that as a right or left kind of concept. And then this guy does the jump. Okay, I need to fix the jump. I'll show you this. So he jumps right through the wall, right? And that's my fault because the jump mechanic I'm using is through code. So it's ignoring the actual impact. Oh, crap. Boom. Boom. Like that. And then I can't even get to those guys. Alright. So you know, it may be okay shrinking this down because when I'm playing this right now, it's virtually impossible to collect all this stuff. Okay, let me see if maybe if the lava's further down, right? So if you're playing well and the lava's further down, you may be able to get more. So let's start with a -3, right? And the starting position is -3, and the lava speed will still leave it at 0.01. So that should give us more time to play. Boom. There he goes. So, and then what I'm thinking too is that there's going to be rewards for taking all the characters out, right? So there's incentive. Oh crap! And I still didn't get it in time. So there's actual incentive for kind of like in Valley Village, right? For destroying everything, right? I just noticed that. I hope Apple goes down in flames. Well, they're kind of, you know, they've seen better days, I think, at least at the moment. I think they're struggling to find which way to go now. You know, I mean, the iPhone was a godsend for them for years, right? I mean, it was still a beautiful piece of technology, you know, but unfortunately, it's one of those things that, you know, companies like Samsung were able to replicate, you know, and add something as well, but also give you more opportunity to choose for maybe a different price. So, you know, obviously Apple is not the wunderkind when it comes to iPhone for phones anymore, right? And then Mac, yeah. Even my diehard Apple friends have sort of bit the bullet and gone over to PC. At the beginning, yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I think it's something we've seen, so many times over, right? I mean, where a company comes up with something that's just so revolutionary and just kind of sits on it, right? And then gets eclipsed. From my own personal experience, right? I was an early adopter of the Amiga computer, man, and I love the Amiga. It was so far beyond everything else that was out there. And they knew it, right? And the old tortoise and the hare syndrome, right? They just kind of kicked back and relaxed and didn't really innovate, right? All of their innovations were like super incremental, right? It's like slightly faster, slightly better performance in this area, that area, but nothing revolutionary, right? Sound familiar? you know, you know. So and as a result, right? Commodore died. They got eclipsed by the PC and everything else that came along. The Mac and everything else. But back with food. Well, wow, man, wait, that's in between. I mean, you're right in the middle, in between lunch and dinner, aren't you? That's either really late lunch or early dinner for you. But I've always owned Androids personally. Yeah, I've been back and forth. For various reasons. But I honestly, I actually have two phones right now. I'm kind of switching between two of them. Hadn't eaten anything today, actually. Oh, you're crazy, man. I can't function like that. I shut down, right? I can't do that. My wife will do that too sometimes. She'll be like working away. She'll be like 11 o'clock. She'll be working. I've turned her into a workaholic like myself. But, she'll do this she'll be like 11 o'clock and she'll go, oh, I forgot to eat dinner. It's like, how do you forget to eat dinner? My stomach goes, hey, my stomach does a good job of letting me know, right? The excuse reason they gave you sounds like a lot like the answers you get from Apple customer service. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Right? Yeah. But and I mean, I understand the issue. I mean, I guess I didn't exactly play by the rules perfectly, and I saw some other videos that got away with it, but apparently not me. A nebulous reason. Yeah, exactly. But. And that's fine. I mean, I can show... You know what? Actually, I can show you probably. Let me see if I can find the old one. If I can. I may have misplaced this. Let's see, because I was banging that stuff out so fast originally. Let's go... One sec here. Oh, and I'll also show you guys... I'll let you guys give me some feedback. I fabricated my first Facebook ad. Right? I'll talk about that in a minute. Let you guys offer some critical feedback on that. But first, let me just go promo. Is it gameplay? Gameplay, iPad, this one it is did, right? Nope. Let's see. iPad, that's one where did I put it? Is it this guy? Nope. Let's see. This logo. Alright, well, this is what I submitted as the updated version, right? So this was done with an iPad resolution, right? So, I mean, this is traditional, just iPad gameplay. And that's what they want. It's just 30 seconds worth of gameplay. No overlays, no fancy stuff. And all I did was that I had it attached to an iPad that I thought was kind of cool looking, right? Just to show it, just to add a little something to it. And that, I'm guessing, is what they got PO'd about. Because they're not a single independent creator. Apple is all about big business, which is one of the reasons why I don't like them. I mean, I love that, Jobs was a visionary, right? I mean, although he did not single-handedly, he did not actually create this stuff, he was the one that could look at something and see something there, right? I mean, I did that story before, too. I think it bears repeating at this point. Seeing something that's a success and going, that's a success, is easy, right? Seeing something that is, like, different, right? And then seeing the vision is what separates the most successful ones, right? I talked about before when I was at a game developer conference many years ago, right? I saw a DigiPen student game, and I played with it for a few minutes, and I didn't get it. The graphics were ugly as hell, right? And it had this interesting mechanic. It had like a wizard that could make a hole in the wall and make another hole in the wall, right? And it was like, that's cool, but it was a tech demo, and the graphics were like all 8-bit kind of thing, and I thanked him, and it's like, oh, that's cool, man, good luck. Cool technology, right? And of course, after me, Gabe Newell walks up and looks at that and kind of goes, that's freaking brilliant. Let's give you guys some money, bring you out here, and let's go make Portal, right? So I saw something that was just, for me, it was like tech demo. That's cool. I see nothing, but the brilliant ones can look at something and just see, right, something different. Phil Tippett had a story about that too. Phil Tippett is the animator that did the chessboard, right? He did all the stop motion animation for the chessboard pieces, right, in Star Wars, right? And then when he was hired at ILM to do all that stuff, he'd been doing stop motion animation for a gajillion years, right? So he set up his space with all his previous little figurines, right? His all stop motion creatures on the wall. And Phil says that George Lucas walked in one day and he started looking at all the creatures on the shelf. He looked at them and George was like, I could probably sell these as toys. I mean, and there's a reason why George is a billionaire, right? Several times over. It's, some people believe it's because he's a better businessman than filmmaker, but it works. So anyways, I mean, the point was that Steve Jobs was good at looking at something and seeing the potential, right? And I think that Apple by and large really does lack that. Whereas, keyboard stuck there. Whereas back in the day, right, Apple prided itself on being point in fact, Apple did not invent, the iPhone tablet per se, the phone tablet, right? I mean, there were precursors to it, right? The difference is Apple refined it to such a beautiful extent that it was exponentially better than anything that had ever come before, right? And that is the key thing, right? Is leading the way, right? With stuff that's really, truly cutting edge. But now it seems like Apple is playing catch up, right? I mean, their TV network thing, I mean, come on, what is up with that, right? I mean, they're doing their own Netflix thing, but really? I don't see the potential. But they're still a juggernaut, so I'm still kowtowing to them, right? I mean, part of me definitely wants them to stick around because I don't really want Android to become the only game in town, because as soon as that happens, all bets are off on what happens then, right? I mean, it's nice that Android is an open source concept, right? So anyone can manufacture phones for it, but still, you do not want just one choice in the world. Oh, I wasn't talking about the company's creativity. No, I know. I understand that. I'm just trying to make the point that that's something that drove their early success, and I think that's something they lack now, right? And I mean, kind of dovetailing into your concept that they're more focused on the business side of how do we make the business successful versus how do we make the business pioneering, right? But all the rules and regulations and etc. Right. I think we're on the same page on that, right? I think we're talking the same thing. I'm just saying that they're shifting what their goals are, right, from what it used to be, I think. At least that's the way I interpret it, but that is not a statement of fact. That is simply my opinion, although I think it's there. They definitely lost that edge. I totally agree. I mean, that you have the Mac Pro, right, which sells for like $40 million, right, and then you have the Mac Mini, right, which is a quad that sells for $800, which is an i3, right? They're like $700 for an i3, right? I mean, the PC version of that sells for, I don't know, I think it's like, you buy a sandwich and a drink and they give you like a PC for free, with an i3 in there. So, I just, it's the old classic term of Apple tax. And I think people are getting tired of paying the Apple tax now. So if they were, if I were them, I would be really apprehensive about trying to push the envelope, and finding new ways to go. And credit cards and your own streaming network, I don't think is going to be the answer. But I've been wrong before. We'll see. 0.5. Yeah, give myself a little room there. You can see the wall edge there. Right. So, all right. So that's pretty good. Okay, I want to make, let's see. I think that does disable now, right? Ah, I suck. Excuse me. All right, so he's dead, and then boom, he's dead. All right, but I think what's going on here too is just playing through this. I think this is too much content, right? I mean, the fact you do have that lava constantly rising on you, right? It's always a perpetual threat. So the good news is I think it's good that there's too much content, right, in this little space. So that was my concern, was that if I shrink it, narrow it down, there's not going to be enough happening. But I think there's still too much, which is good, because I want you to feel like, you know, if you want to just progress upward, you can. Made him jump to his death. Ow, crap. Oh, suck. It's the old joke about Apple tax, because they charge a premium for hardware that's basically the same, right? But because people are such fans of Apple and worship it so much, that they're willing to pay more. So it's just kind of, they coined the phrase Apple tax. Maybe the lava should always be at the bottom of the screen. I don't know, might have to test it visually. So the game, the concept is yeah, below the stone. So what I'm thinking is that I want you to always, I don't want you to linger, right? I don't want you the opportunity to just, you know, sit there endlessly waiting for that bad guy, right, to shoot at the right point, you know, and I want you to always be nervous, right? Sort of like Spelunky, right? You do not linger Spelunky because the ghost appears, right? The Reaper comes up and just goes after you. Not a new play mechanic, by the way. I'll show you Berserk arcade game. There you go. Let's see if, yeah, Evil Otto. So this is back in the 80s, right? So this is not a new concept, but just having something that tells you to get your butt moving, right? Would still rise, but just stay. Oh, stay at the bottom of the screen. Well, I think it'll depend on where you are, right? You know, I mean, if you're progressing really fast, right, then you'll never see the lava, right? But, you know, obviously the lava is constantly rising, right? You know, if it doesn't rise, if it just stays on the bottom of the screen, regardless of where you are, right, then it's no longer a threat, right? So where's my Evil Otto? Come on, man. Show me an Evil Otto in here. That's true. Didn't think about it like that. Yeah. So, there. Here's okay, here we go. Here's Evil Otto. So, this is a perfect example, right? And okay, this is Berserk, and we're talking about a game that dates back to, what, 80? Right? So, we're talking about, you know, what, going on, you know, what, almost 40 years ago, right? That this game was made. And nailing it. So the whole thing is, you know, because I totally play like this, by the way. If you watch me play a first-person shooter or any kind of thing like that, I'm a total creeper, man. I will just completely crawl through a level, right? And just do the corner, you know, the pie corner shooting the bad guys, duck it back in, and all that kind of stuff. I'm constantly doing that, right? So this mechanic is designed specifically for players like me. Because, I mean, you could play this game, right? And just make it where you just take your time, like this, right? He's just doing this endlessly, right? So at some point in the game's going, okay, he's just taking too long, so then here comes Evil Otto, right? And Evil Otto doesn't stop, right? He's sort of like the Terminator, right? He comes at you, and he goes through walls, and he just makes a beeline straight for you. So that's its way of saying that you need to move on. Otherwise, he's going to hit you and die, and you're just done, right? Which is a beautiful game mechanic. I don't know of any game before then. I mean, this is in the super early days of video games anyways. But any game that sort of like said, you know what? I think it's, you know, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, right? You know, just having that force to push you on. So I'm kind of thinking the same thing, right? I just don't want you to sit here endlessly and linger, right? So, and if you think about it, also when you're up here, there's always going to be the level content below you, right? So, I mean, for example, let's say if this was truly the beginning of the game, you know, you'd see this, right? Something like that, right? So it's not like you can fall straight into the lava, right? So, you know, you're going to have this opportunity to have something to catch you below, right? As you progress on, So if I miss here, boom, I'm still got something down below, right? So it's never like a situation where you're going to go straight in the lava until it rises up, because I've taken too long to progress, right? And this is something I'll toy with to decide, you know, how fast or slow that progression should be. That I got to figure out once I start getting a better handle on the level designs, right? And once I sort of have a sense of, all right, I feel like you can go all the way through, collect all the stuff, right? And, you know, because you want to take your time, because you're going to have limited health, right? Much like Spelunky and Downwell play off of, right? I love that, you know, 4 or 5 hit, game over concept, right? You know, I love that mentality. So you want to play cautiously, because you know you only have a certain number of damaging hits before it's game over, and you find yourself starting all over again. But you also got to realize that you got to keep your butt moving, right? Otherwise, you're going to die, you know? Oh, crap, and I just got stuck in there. You know, but, and then, you know, I want to reward people. I want to reward the gamers that go through and actually make the effort to collect all the stuff, right? So there is incentive not to just, like, blast your way up to the top, but also to try and collect as much stuff as you can. You know, either through rewards or for high score stuff, right? You know, for the speedrunner types. That's the goal. Oh, crap. And I just took damage off of him. Ah. Yeah. So that one I did pretty fast. Not bad. And of course I got nowhere to progress from there, but I did take damage along the way. Ah, that was stupid. Wow, that's really hard. That's really hard. Alright. That's too hard. Let's see if I pull off that piece. If I go that way, what do we get? Still goes down through there. Good. So, yeah, I mean, the way most gamers will probably play it is they'll go after some of the stuff, like I'm doing now, and then, you know, leave, like, this whole section down here, just completely ignore that and just move onward, right? You know, only the real hardcore completionists, right, that are trying to pull in some super score are going to make all the effort to try and get all of this. And I want that to be possible in both directions, right? So like, and for this example, I think in this case, because he's a jumper, oh crap, there he goes. And I don't think it would actually be good to have him as a jumper, so he would just be a patroller. So that gives you an opportunity to land on him, right? Without having to worry about him jumping at you, because that space is just too tight to try and pull that off. So if I go enemy patrol only, and then so that way I turn off. Yeah, I got him selected. Yeah. So I turn off the target line, and then turn off the jump. So there's no attack for him, just patrol. So I can just remove all of these AI states for him, because he does not attack. There's no attack. He's just total patrol. By doing that, I probably have to have something that denotes which ones can just do patrol and which ones can do a patrol and then an actual leap. I guess the fact if you get within range and one of them ducks down, right, and is about to leap forward, then you know he's a leaping one. So I guess that would be enough of a tip-off, right? Okay, and then let's see. So stomped, and then guess I'll just leave him in that state. What do you hate? Facing direction. Decision. Oh, okay. What did I kill that you hated? Oh. Decision target line. Alright, so I guess I need that. Okay. I can still have the decision line in there, it just does no effect. Because it's, let's see. Control only. Let me double check that. Alright, if I just knock that out, it's going to do nothing. And it should be good. Oh, crap. It's going to come back, isn't it? Yep, it's going to come back. Let's see. Turn that back on. Make that one. Alright, that should be good. Yes? Yeah. Good. So now he's just doing a patrol. Whoa! Crap. I got 2 in there. Whoops. Alright. I don't want him. Just him. Alright, there we go. Stupid keyboard. God. Note to self. Buy myself a new KVM. I've been using that. I've been using the KVM that I have right now for what, 15 years, I guess, and I guess it's just burned out. It just, oh crap! I keep forgetting about that. Doing that since there's no telegraph. There it goes. Yeah, that's cool. So I was able to clear everything out, although it did take damage. But let's see. I did take out this. Or did I not take out the stuff on the side? I did, didn't I? Boom. There it goes. Like that. Yep. Wait for him. Bounce. Bounce. Oops. Alright, can I make that? Yeah, I can make that anyways. Yeah, that's cool. So, I think that's kind of starting to get to a point of a workable level, right? In the sense that you can go after as much or as little as you want to, right? But there's still the point. So if you're like a beginner player, you can just come at it like this, but you still got to face off against him like that, right? So he's still going to be threatening you. Yeah, so there I'm demonstrating the proper way not to play it. Boom. And then you can keep going up from there. Yeah, cool. Alright. I'm starting to like this better. Excuse me. Ah. Yep. So the completionist definitely has a bigger challenge there. Oh, crap. I just took 2 hits there, didn't I? There he goes. There he goes. Oops. Yep. I think it'll take some practice to get really, really good at this game. Alright. I think it's good balance. And then, of course, I can introduce things like, as I was talking about before, is like spikes and stuff sticking out on different sides. So, yeah, like that. Okay, that, I can't do a spike there just because there's going to be, like, stupid. It's impossible to jump there. So. Could have one down there. Whoa. Wow. Yeah. Oops. Cool. All right. I like that. I think that's a good start for like real kind of performance for a level. I think I'm gonna leave that as is. Let's see. So yeah, so ultimately I think the concept will be just to... Oh, now it's back. Why do I have 3 now? There were 2, now there are 3. It's so weird. Unity's tile system is so freaking weird. I'm telling you, man. Alright. And now I can do the bounty box thing, but I have crap luck with that, so I'm just going to do the erase mode. Like that. It's pretty much how I paint in Photoshop anyways. I don't use a Wacom tab at all. It drives my wife crazy. She uses the Cintiq, so she's all about doing like the proper art stuff, but I'll frequently draw in Photoshop just using the mouse. Which I know it's just like, for a lot of artists, that's nails on chalkboard. Alright. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't want that. I want like this, so... So for example, I think this would be sort of like a level block, right? This would be a segment, right? There you go. Yeah, and then maybe I could put like one more up in here just as something where it's to go. It's not a terrible idea. Gotta bring it lower. Whoa, did you see that? Alright, I don't know if I can actually clear that. 2, 2, 1, 2. Alright, that should be makeable. Ah, I just jumped right into it. Such a spaz. Such a total spaz. Yeah, that's really hard when I'm like right on the edge there. Alright, so I can make that with no problem. Yeah. Let's see. Because what I was thinking is originally I was thinking the idea that he would have like something over here, so there's like additional coin or something to go for. Like here, right? So he's at 13, 12.5, he's at 12. And there's literally nowhere to jump there. Alright, so then what happens if I expand it the other way? Like so. Let's see, I don't even know if I can clear that. Alright. Is it going to be too tight, or is that makeable? Nope, it's makeable. Yeah, cool. Boom. Alright. So, obviously I have to teach them to die. Right now they just go dormant, but they're still doing damage, but that's fine. Not worried about that yet. I think what I want to do is create an obstacle that just sort of sits there and just does damage. Kind of like, you know, just a poisonous plant or something like that. So, let's see, what's the best way? I guess you can just do it with triangles. I don't want to delve too much into the whole make models yet when squares and circles are working so well for me already, right? Oh, and the other thing I do have to clean up is the jump mechanic, right? As I was demonstrating before, let me switch back so I can demonstrate what was going wrong there. Turn off patrol version. Oh, by the way, let me do this since he's in a different version of prefab. Let me patrol only. Original prefab. There. I was just because once again I'm still switching from my mindset is still Unity 5.6 because that's what I've been using for umpteen years. And then the way the prefabs work in 2018 is radically different. So I've always been used to just cloning stuff, right? But obviously when you do that now with prefabs, right, it retains its original identity. So you got to make sure that you drag it in there and make it. Otherwise, any changes I make, if I save it, right, then boom, it's going to overwrite all the other versions, which I obviously don't want. So still learning that. But I demonstrated that I didn't screw it up that time. So there you go, man. One for me. All right, so jumping. Nope, wrong one. Where's my other jumping? ¿Dónde está jumping? Jumping. He's right there. Good. All right. Demonstrate the screw up. So as you guys remember, I hard-coded the jump mechanic, right? I just use a do-tween to get that working. Unfortunately, do-tweens don't take collision into consideration. So as a result, right now, the AI has the ability to sail right through the wall, which, while kind of funny, is still game-breaking mechanic, which we don't want. So I looked at how Corgi handles it, and it's their melee attack, which right now I'm doing it as a weapon attack, I think. And I need to do that. And so their melee attack just kicks off a animation. I think that's the way it handles it. So I just checked out the video earlier. So let me see. Here's our handle weapon. Test weapon low. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm sort of like circumventing it. Oh, that's right. Because when I go to attack, I'm just doing my own special thing there, aren't I? Yeah, I did my own AI action jump. That's right, isn't it? Action jump, which is okay. Actually, I think all I have to do is switch it. No, actually, I guess I am using their jump. Alright, so that is Corgi's jump. Then what am I actually using to send him off? Pre-attack, attack, action jump. Let's see. Character jump attack. Wait, so I am using his? Hold on. No, I thought that was still based off of mine, but let's see. Whoa. Oh, it is. Okay. Because I knocked that out. Okay. So, that's interesting. So, it's not my fault. Can't jump anywhere. So, it's not detecting going through the ground there, is it? Moving platforms. Huh. Okay. So there's got to be some way. So that's cool. I was blaming myself for my code, right? And in point in fact, it's actually not my fault. It's the Corgi that allows it to fly through the wall. Now, the question mark now is, how do I tell it not to do that? Alright. Can jump anywhere, can jump on ground. Alright. Because this is all wall, right? This is platforms. So maybe it's because the colliders, I'm just guessing, are only shooting downward and not shooting forward. Let me come up to character. Nope. Okay. Must be the controller. Yeah. Let's see. What layers will consider a walkable platform by default? Horizontal and vertical raise. Crouched. No, I don't care about that ray offset. So then why is he flying through a wall? All right. So in this case, it really is his fault. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's kind of stupid to do it that way. Let me do it this. No, just leave it as is. Yeah. Let's see. So let's look at his raycast when he's actually moving. So all he's got is a he's got the ones above that help it determine when it's been squished. He has a forward one, which is determining when he should leap, and he has a down raycast, which determines if there's a gap, so he knows to turn around. But none of those are telling it not to fly through a wall. He does have a box collider. So just curious, what happens? Because that's strange, because he's designed to turn when he hits a wall, right? But for whatever reason, the jump mechanic kind of overwrites that. Because he's obviously detecting it. Because when he's patrolling, he's hitting that wall and turning, right? Unless it's the raycast that's providing that information. Nah. Let's see. Horizontal movement. No. Let's see, it's the patrol one, right? Action patrol. Yeah. Change direction on wall. So, let's see if it's in here. Check for walls. There it is. Is colliding with something, make it turn around. That's weird. Oh, because... Maybe because it's a different script that's executing and it's overwriting it? Okay. So I guess that's it, because this action only occurs when it's in the patrol mode, right? And when it's doing the action jump, it's just mindlessly jumping and completely doesn't even think about if there's anything to hit. Okay. So what happens if we take this bad boy, patrol, and add it to jump? I'm surprised that's not an option. Whoops. You'd think that would be an option in the Check for walls. For the action jump, right? Because we're taking over at that point. Action jump. One jump. Alright, so here's jump. Perform action. Yeah, there's nothing. Just interstate. Done. So... let's see, if we're not changing direction on the wall, I don't care about you, but I do care if we're actually striking something. Alright, so we're not getting any of the information that we need. So we don't even have the controller on this one. Alright. So AI action versus... no, they're both AI action. Okay, so that's good. So if we add the controller, right? And do we fetch it at start time? We do. Alright. Cursor jump, attack. There's a difference? Huh. Okay, let me check that out then. I didn't realize that was a separate script. Jump attack. Alright. That's not what I have, right? I'm using the... oh no, I am using the jump attack. Okay, I was hoping there might be some additional information in there, but... to go down the player... right. But yeah, there's nothing in here that says, okay, check for a wall, right? All we have is collisions. We have detection for a one-way platform, right? Which is great, but no. And then moving platform. Once again, nice, but not what we're looking for. So, we'll let it grab the controller. So now, it shouldn't complain about that. So, reclining left, reclining right. Oh, got a call from the missus here. Hang tight 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. But, you know, when the missus calls, it's always a good idea not to duck the call, so. But, yeah, we're all good. Alright. Alright, so we are getting this information, right? We do know when it's striking one of the walls. So, actually, let me just make sure you guys are with me here. Let me send you guys skyward. There you go. Have some bombs. There you go. Oh, there's some nice... Wow. Boom, on the side and everything. Okay. So what I want to figure out is if we're actually seeing this. So we should be. So if we're hitting left or right, let me know. Let's see, should I have it bounce? That's not actually a terrible idea. Might just reverse the direction. I was thinking before maybe I'd just have it like it hits and stops, but if I can reverse the direction, that's not a terrible idea. Let's see. Okay. Whoa. You got all zoomed out there. Alright. Ah, crap. Let me try this again. Let me turn off the lava. Because I'm getting intimidated by the lava. I'm trying to rush. Alright. No lava. Now we can take our time. Alright. Oh, and it didn't show it. Crap. Why did it not show it? So, check for walls maybe isn't triggering. Oh, okay. You gotta do it. Oh, on each cycle? Really? Huh. That seems overkill, but okay. There's initiate the jump, perform action jump, check for walls. Let's see if that gets us there. Nope. Oh, hitting wall. There it goes. It's a little on the slow side there. It was like, let's see how far in he is when that happens. Seemed like he was like embedded in the wall completely before that message popped up. Nope. Cool. It's right there. All right. So, let's see what jump actually. Okay, character jump start. Character jump attack. Okay, so then I could just zero out the horizontal movement, can I? Maybe. Let's see. Of course it doesn't have that. Really? Oh, it will in a second. Alright, now it's got it. So then we should reset horizontal speed. So that should reset it to 0. Good. So, in theory, he should hit the wall and just come to a screeching halt. Wait for him. And that didn't work for crap. Let's see if it's actually getting kicked. Movement speed equals huh. Walk speed. Crap. So it's like an either or kind of situation. That's not what I want. So maybe I just go back to the reversing idea. Well, this probably gonna ping pong, but he's gonna hit that level behind it. So it's probably not gonna be much better. But we'll try that. Oh, really? That's all we're doing? Okay. That's gonna be a lot more sophisticated than that. And it probably hates direction. Of course it does. Alright. Just toss it in the mix. Why not? Put it right there. Why not? Alright. See, that's under initialization, of course. Really? We don't have character either. We got nothing, this stupid thing. God. There. Alright. We happy now? Yeah. Excuse me. Alright. So we'll try it once. Fingers crossed, and then I'll start throwing in some debug logs in there if it doesn't behave. Yeah, it didn't do crap, did it? Change direction. OP Scripter, what up, buddy? Hey, welcome, welcome. How you doing, man? What's new? Just trying to figure this thing out with the jump attack here. And what I discovered is the jump attack really doesn't have any detection for walls in the Corgi plugin. It just jumps and, you know, whatever comes, comes. So I'm trying to sort of like add some bells and whistles to it to make it not fly through the wall. So far, it's sucking. I've been having a laugh over my girlfriend trying to set up her WordPress site. Uh-oh. Careful now. That's the kind of stuff that gets you in deep trouble. Yeah. Just, like, not getting it to behave, or, yeah, change it. Well, it did the change direction. It just didn't have any effect. Or, just not coming off the way she wants it to. Yeah. Well, Mr. Blue Screen Gaming, I don't know, I don't think he's here today, but he's a big proponent of the old WordPress stuff, which I haven't jumped into myself. He was trying to recruit me into the WordPress stuff. I've been using that same little Xara program for forever now. But, so yeah, what kind of issues is she having? And how long before she just like hands it to you and says, "Here, make it work"? That's what I get with my wife too. She's the one with the, computer science degree. You know, I'm the one that graduated from Georgia State University, but she's, still hands the tech stuff to me. It's kind of like, wait, I'm supposed to be the idiot in this relationship. Come on. You're the one with the Ivy League diploma. WordPress is kind of restrictive. Oh, yeah. Sort of like what I'm dealing with here, right? It's, she can't use SVGs for security reasons. Oh, wow. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Well, that's going to complicate it. Alright. So. Let's see. Oh, moves the agent in its current direction. So. Wow. Crap. Okay, so this is not going to work at all because this is just, the action jump is just a go-between. It's sending information off to the actual jump command, and that ain't helping. So, crap. I'm going to have to, get deeper on this. I couldn't even override anchor text decoration with CSS important rule with a high specificity at specificity. Ooh, tripped on that one. At that, yeah. Well, I think we are talking about this before too. You pretty much do all the stuff borderline with like a notepad, right? I mean, you hard code that stuff from the ground up, right? Which, I mean, truly impressive. Give me a WYSIWYG editor any day, man. Just let me throw the crap up there. Which is why, as you pointed out, my website ends up being like 8.5 meg in size. Very mobile unfriendly. I do it in a Word before WordPress. That's good. That's funny. All right. So, nah, but I don't have time to learn WordPress at the moment. Yeah, soon. Yeah. I mean, it's ubiquitous at this point, man. I mean, it's definitely a very popular piece of software. Okay. Okay, so character jump attack, jumps, action jump. Okay, so I'm doing this in the wrong place, I guess. I'm doing this in the thing that sets it off when I should actually be doing it in the true attack. So let's unwind all this crap. So my idea was right? I was doing the right concept, but in the wrong spot. So this is the action and not the actual... the action, not the action. Kind of a strange way of phrasing it, but so the action which triggers the jump attack. So even though it's called AI action jump, it's not the thing that controls the jump. It's just the middle management that sends off the command. So I think that's enough. Just knocking that back out, but I'll knock these out just for the sake of argument. All right. Good. So my approach was all right. I just got to put it in the right place. So we're going to do a jump attack. So let's go to that. So you'd think in the jump attack there'd be like detection of hitting a wall, wouldn't you? Jump down. Jump from. Jump stop. Stop jumping. Set number of jumps, initialize animation parameters, update animator. Alright. So. Alright, if true. Alright, so that's just saying if jump is authorized. Right? There's initialization. Okay. Handle input. Jump start. That's where we want right there. That bad boy. So let's go to jump start. Alright. So is there... Okay, so how do we keep track of everything as it goes along? Or maybe this one doesn't. Maybe this one doesn't even have any kind of continuous update. Ah, stupid alphabetical order. Let's see. It says jump authorized. Right. There's initialization. Handle input. Processability. Ah, this is our bad boy. Every frame we perform this. There it is. That's what we want right here. This is our bad boy. Jump happened in this frame. Let's see if we just got grounded. Reset our number of jumps. Don't care. Boost our last. All right. Wow, he's over there too. Okay. So this is an example right here too, right? This is an example where I'm using Corgi's plugin, right? And I'm in the situation where I want it to detect on a jump if it's hitting a wall so it doesn't go through it, but it's just not there, right? There's no option, so now I got to go back into his and heavily modify it. One sec. Alright, sorry, just checking my email. I was hoping that I was getting some from Apple, but yeah, no. I still got the question marks up there. So, in case anyone just came by, explain the context of that. So, my game has been approved by Apple, right? It comes out in 2 days. Until last night, and then Apple sent me an email that they unapproved it after the fact. And they told me there's nothing wrong with the app. They just didn't like one of the videos I'd posted, right? The video that's been sitting there for weeks. Now they suddenly have an issue with it. So I had frantically changed it last night and resubmit the entire thing. So now I'm back at Apple's mercy, waiting for them to review it. And let's see, but what, an hour and 40 minutes ago? Hour and a half ago, it actually went back under review. So at least it's getting reviewed. But, you know, what did they not want you to put up there? Well, that's a good question. It was vague, to say the least. You know what? I've been mentioning it, but here, I'll tell you the exact terminology they used, because it was so nebulous. Let's see. One sec. If I can find it. Or can I find it? There we go. Let's see if it still comes up. March 27th. Oh, crap. Are you kidding me? They still rejected it. What the hell? Okay, now I'm really... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just completely pissed off at Apple. This is just stupid. Thank you for resubmission. We continue to find the following. Guidance performance, accurate metadata, right? So this is the crap I'm dealing with now. I guess they just rejected. I haven't gotten the email update on this. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't gotten information on this by email, but... So they rejected it yesterday, right? And then said, we continue to find the following guideline performance accurate metadata with your app review. What the hell is the problem, guys? You idiots. Apple, you frickin' idiots. Your app preview includes content that does not sufficiently reflect the app in use. Specifically, your preview includes device images and or device frames. No, it doesn't. I got rid of those. To resolve this issue, please revise your app preview to only use video screen captures of the app narration. Well, at least this one, they actually had some information, because the first one didn't say crap. No, it did. Okay. But that's not true. That is not true. I showed you earlier. Look at this. This is the video that's there now, right? This is what I posted. Where's the framing that I'm doing wrong? This is gameplay footage. What the hell? Seriously, this is just total crap. They're complaining about this? I mean, that's the video that's up there now. That's literally the video that's up there, right? Yeah, they rejected it again. I didn't even get the stupid email. Thank you, Apple, for making me go find it manually. My God, would the company just die so I can stop dealing with these idiots? Seriously, these guys are just killing me here. All right, I'm gonna go through here and double check. Right, so I can't show you. I love this because Apple won't let you watch a video on iTunes unless it's on a Mac or an iOS device. So I can't even show you the other one, but let's see. But yeah, I mean, because it says specifically video, right? Let me bring that back up again. Your app preview, right? App preview is video, right? Not a screenshot, but an app preview. Includes content that does not sufficiently reflect the app in use. Specifically, your preview includes device images and or device frames. But it does not. No, it's actually a separate term. Yeah, I don't know if I can show that without getting in too much mic crap here, but hold on. Yeah, let's see. Shrink this down so just get the relevant stuff here. But there you go. So iOS screenshot properties versus app preview properties, right? Unless, okay, no, wait, here's the thing. Now, if they are complaining about that, if they're complaining because I have text over my images, then I'm really pissed off. Because I will spend the next 20 minutes showing you every top game out there covered in tech stuff all over it. And they're going to tell me that I can't do it? That better not be the reason. I mean, okay, here, let's go for example. Let's do this. All right. So, yeah, let's see if I can zoom in here. Maybe. All right. Show of hands. Who thinks this is an actual screenshot, right? So, I mean, that's not a screen. There is a screenshot in there, but it's covered in text, right? And tossed in this thing, right? Same here, right? Same here. Look at this. None of these is just a screenshot. None of these are. Right? So let's take a look what I submitted here. So, I mean, if it is the images, then it's just like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. This is the epitome of freaking double standards. Here, you know what? I can do it on my Google Play. Because Android don't got no problem with this stuff. Yeah. All right. So, there you go. Come on, buddy. There he goes. So here you go. So this is what I'm doing, right? So you're going to tell me, like, this is illegitimate, but then this crap is fine, right? It's okay that they did this, but that if I'm doing this, this is wrong? Right? So I gotta believe it's the video, even though the video at this point literally is just gameplay. Alright. Alright, guys, you know what? I hate to do this. I might have to shut the stream down here today and go whoop me some Apple butt here, because this is just stupid. I mean, they're not being clear, right? They're just saying the media, right? I mean, I'm not getting a better understanding of specifically what... Let's see. Yeah, your app preview, right? Which traditionally means the videos. Includes content that does not sufficiently reflect the app in use. Specifically, your preview. I mean, your preview. Specifically, your preview. I mean, that's clear as mud. It includes device images and or device frames. Included an exclamation mark to mini. From what? I mean, those are all gone, dude. Seriously, I removed from the videos, right? You saw the one I just showed you. I mean, the other one is just pure gameplay. Your app preview to only video screen captures of the app, narration, and textual and design overlays. Oh, see, no, even that is confusing. So to resolve this issue, please revise your app preview to only use video screen captures of the app, narration, and textual and design overlays. Isn't that what this is? Isn't that exactly what this is? Narrative overlays. I mean, am I just getting dumb in my old age? Okay, don't answer that question. Please, I retract the question. But that is exactly what this is, right? Specifically, right? A video screen capture of the app with narration and texture. Oh, but I mean, wait. But even that is saying, like, it's okay to use narration and textual and design overlays, which is what I was doing before. But there's nothing in the videos. It's freaking gameplay. All right. Guess what, guys? I'm going to have to go crack me some skulls. I'm seriously this close to just telling, you know what? I'm sorry. Anyone with an Apple device cannot play my game. I'm putting on there, game not available because Apple are idiots. No, sorry. I take it back. I didn't mean to insult idiots out there. What the hell? This is just so annoying. All right. I'm just going to have, like, I don't know. I'm going to hit him up for the email and try and get, I can respond and just say, please clarify which video because you're a freaking moron. All right. I don't think I'm getting any less mad. So, all right, guys. I'm going to have to wind down here. Sorry for the short stream, but I literally have, what do I have, like 2 days? Well, I mean, the game's supposed to go live midnight tomorrow night. I was supposed to, but thanks to Apple, that probably will not happen for the iOS side because they're freaking morons. So, let me go see what I can do. Let me go see screenshots for the... Wait. They attached a screenshot. That's an old video. Look at this. Okay, now here's what they're doing. They're showing this video, right? This is their complaint. But this is from my old video. That doesn't exist anymore. That video is gone. That is the old video, right? I showed you the video I attached. So they're looking at the wrong video because they're idiots. They're looking at the wrong stuff. And they're sitting there. They reviewed the old one. Yes. Idiotas. Seriously. I updated it. I removed the old one. Put the new one in there. Alright, guys. Yeah, I definitely got to, like, contact them and say, please, try hitting... have you tried turning it off and on again, you freaking moron? Here's an idea. Look at the video I actually posted, not the one from before. Okay, fine. You don't like this. I get that. I corrected it. Look at the right one now, you stupid... Balloon ball. Yeah, it worked for... Oh, Dave. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. Let me go ahead and wreak some havoc on these guys and see if I can get this stuff straight. I'm just all kinds of pissed at the moment. Alright. Keep your fingers crossed. Wish me luck. I'm going to go do battle with the giant apple. Rotten to the core. Alright. Thanks, OP Scripter. Appreciate it, buddy. Come back Friday. Should be an interesting. We'll see. I may or may not have a Volley Village on Apple on Friday. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. All right. Oh God. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday. Adios.